How is it that when you're feeling directionless and rudderless, that someone always comes along with trust your own judgment, find what makes you happy, recognize your purpose and strength? If you're really directionless and rudderless, often these things fall really flat because you just don't see any of those things in yourself. You can't think what's making you happy. You can't think what is truly going to be your purpose in life. So how do you get past this little block? There's all sorts of wonderful information and advice on the internet that talk about your passion, your values. Everyone seems to have a bright idea except you. Everyone seems to know exactly where they're going except you. So let's look away from all the platitudes. Let's actually make a plan that works. Admit that you're procrastinating, and when you are feeling rudderless, you can't find any focus whatsoever. So the important first thing is find a thing to focus on. Find a search thing to look at, find some people to take advice from, find something that gives you a little bit of an anchor in the storm. When you're completely rudderless, the first thing is to get some stability. Get a little faith back in yourself by taking the first step of action. And that first step of action is actually looking at one or two choices, researching them, looking at them, trying to find the field that they're working in. Try and find alternatives to that field. But just look at two or three. When you're really procrastinating, you'll look at so many choices and theoretical choices at that. You're not looking at anything practical. So move from that theoretical side to the practical side, and that will make a huge difference to how you're feeling about yourself in terms of laziness, how you're feeling about your self-esteem. All those things will actually start impacting on how you look at your life. You'll also be surprised how much free stuff is out there in terms of what you can do for free, what trials you can go on, how many interactions you can have, how much education resources are out there. So once you actually start looking and deep diving into things, you'll be pleasantly surprised that you don't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars initially for courses or projects to be on. You can actually do a lot of things for free. And this really helps that you don't have to make the exact right decision in this exact moment. So dive into those free resources, but then make sure from there you actually take an action plan. Don't just stop in that theoretical side. Make sure you actually do something, even if it's only for a day, even if it's only for a week. Dip your toe in the water. So my name is Ben Netterfield. I'm a leadership coach, and the big four things that I found actually makes a big difference to people being able to get through this procrastination stage and get through this feeling of loss. So the four things are: keep active, keep looking, keep listening, and keep being open-minded. Those things will help you be on track. It sometimes takes ages before you actually find your purpose, but just sitting, meandering, hoping purpose will just drop in your lap is rarely ever going to be the case. You actually have to actively go down and search for it and try different paths. The things that you want to be big in your life actually don't always end up being those things. Don't be so hard on yourself. Make some decisions, take some chances. So let yourself find a purpose by actually trying and doing different things. Take on one thing, find it, search it, take on a second. Don't let them just be theoretical. Find a way to actively try your choices. Make sure you'll keep looking, and also you keep listening. Hear what people are saying around you. Hear the thoughts they have. Understand they're coming with their own biases and wishes that they did in their life. Once you have that self-confidence to look, you'll actually understand other people's biases and why they would choose to do that, and why it might be right for you as well, and maybe it's not. Gaining that self-confidence is a huge step forward. And lastly, and most importantly, keep an open mind. Often when we're feeling rudderless, all we can hear is doom and gloom and how everything's difficult and how everything's too hard. It's going to take too long. 2 years will come no matter what. 1 year will come no matter what. 10 years will come no matter what. So if you choose to do something, don't let time be a burden to you. Just do the thing anyway. Time will always pass. This is how you find an anchor point in the rudderless storm that you've been in. Most important thing to be is kind to yourself during this journey, and to understand that your decision making isn't about making perfect decisions. It's about trying things. Setting the bench bar of I'm trying things. I don't have to be perfect things. They don't have to be my passion yet. I can just try. Take the pressure off. I hope this shines a little light on getting you through that storm of rudderless, purposeless, unsure stage in your life, and actually lets you find a direction and find a search pattern and make a decision to keep moving forward. Please let me know in the comments if you found a purpose just recently and what that was. And also, don't forget, the most important person to be kind with is you. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one.